are like super advanced beings.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, oh my God, I was like easily impressed.
Tony,
and, like,
anything
thought it was amazing.
Anything
I'm
in this
with
room
you,
right
Tony.
now, I will pick up and beat you over the head with, and that's a weapon. Are you impressed by me?
I guess
Tony.
the big thing about that.
I guess what it stems down to actually is what happened to me in 300, because that's the reason for why I flipped out and why that's so funny.
I'm never doing this podcast again
300
because
was
Tony
the
rips
original.
Mike away from people, and then Cooley just smacks your arm when you're drinking.
But
you
if
drinking
we're
your hand, fuck you, motherfucker.
if we're gonna talk about District 9, if they're that advanced that they're just able to take piles of crap and turn it into weapons, why weren't they also able to take those piles of crap and fix their spaceship?
Isn't that fucking lovely? Do you ever watch Gilligan's Island? Don't, because you'll fucking hate
Maybe the
second of it.
materials that they needed
fucking
for
make
their
radios and
spaceship
shit, but
weren't
they
in
can't plug
piles
up
of
a
crap.
fucking hole.
Whereas materials for weaponry were.
All right, awesome.
We're hosts of this
Way
show
to go.
every week.
Yeah.
We're fucking
Did anybody
friends.
see
Good
the
job.
anyone see the movie The Signal with Lawrence Fishburne? I enjoyed that
The
movie.
Signal?
I didn't mind it. I have to see it again, though, because I was...
It doesn't really explain anything, but
There's no... Wait, are we going to talk about K-Pax? Is that a thing we can talk
Well,
about?
K-Pax definitely, I mean, a
I
good
don't want to
movie.
talk about it for long. I'm just saying
I do have one question before we get into K-Pax, because I was kind of blown away in the fact that you guys didn't know much about this. I mean, we're talking about aliens, we're talking about, things and whatever. We haven't really scratched the surface of what you guys think about alien abductions and if those actually happen. And for me, when I was a kid, one of the movies that I saw that kind of blew my mind as far as alien abductions go was Fire in the Sky. And I know Jim's aware of this, but I was kind of surprised to find out that Ryan and Cooley had not seen Fire in the
I haven't
Sky.
seen Fire in the Sky because I watched the documentary that involves the actual guy.
So you saw the one on like paranormal whatever?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay,
that's the problem.
so
I didn't watch Fire in the Sky because he made it sound like Fire in the Sky was fun, but he said it's not at all realistic. I'm trying to find... So here's my thing. I'm trying to see the most realistic shit that I can find when it comes to alien stuff. That's why I still to this day will listen to Coast, even though...
all right. Well, yeah, no, totally.
I'm saying so I know Fire in the Sky is a great movie that I want to watch. I just haven't gotten around to it because...
If you want to
Space
actually,
No, Space
check
Coast,
out
Coast,
like
Coast, Space Coast to Coast with he retired because he got almost assassinated twice now. Who did Coast to Coast for all the good years?
I forgot his name, but I know what you're talking about.
John Voight.
No, Angelina Jolie.
John Voight.
No,
he was great in Anaconda.
Coast to Coast with, Casey Kasem. No, I'm only kidding.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I will say this. I mean, if you guys are talking about, if you want to read something or you want to listen to something that is the most realistic, then you want to read Travis Walton's Fire in the Sky, which is Fire in the Sky is actually the book that Travis Walton wrote.
Back to which mountain?
What the movie is based on. But a lot of the stuff in the movie was adapted for and made differently in a certain sense. But I mean, that is his real story about what happened, and it also has illustrations that he drew of what he can remember that he saw. And I don't know, it's very interesting. I mean, me and my cousin Dan are really going to get into this when we have our aliens episode. But there's a guy out there that if you guys are interested in aliens and kind of that whole paranormal side of things, look up Dr. Steven Greer. He's a guy who has actually done a lot of research. He's on the forefront of bringing all the stuff, from that the government has kept secret to the public. And he's got a huge, huge movement going on right now. He's somebody to really take seriously. But he's got a lot of YouTube videos that you can listen to that are over an hour long. He also is friends with somebody that we've interviewed in the past. If you guys listen to our episode where we talked about The Conjuring and we interviewed Andrea Perrin, she briefly talked about, and I had mentioned Dr. Steven Greer, and she was very good friends with him and had nothing but good things to say about him. So, taking her word for it and my word for it and really taking the time to look this guy up on YouTube, he's got a lot of interesting stuff, and it's very hard not to believe this guy. He's got so much stuff that makes too much sense. And he also has a documentary out that you can download called Sirius, Sirius, Sirius. Make sure you guys check it out. It really is amazing, the stuff that he shows in this documentary about what the government's trying to hide and why this stuff hasn't been public knowledge. A lot of stuff about how we could have free energy with the technology that we have, but the government is actually hiding that because if we had free energy, oil companies would plummet, the stock market would crash. There's a lot of stuff out there. So just something to kind of think about. But with that being said, you guys have not seen Fire in the Sky. I mean,
No.
It's all about abductions. What do you think about abductions? Do you think they happen? Do you think they're real?
I think I've actually been abducted, and
Well, that's bullshit because we would have talked about it. But go ahead.
no, seriously, I feel like I've been abducted and I've been brought back, and I have all manufactured memories.
That was Bill Cosby. What do you think about? Honestly, I really want to know.
What's up,
I don't know.
You just want to go to bed. I'll give you a pill.
I mean, I don't think it's far-fetched to believe that there have been alien abductions, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know. That's all I can tell you is I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't. Again, like Jim and I have stated, I don't believe that they're flying around and grabbing people and shit. But I don't have an answer to your question. I don't have an answer.
I've ever seen in my life. Can I tell you that? Nobody can see this right now, but anytime before Jim talks, Tony loses his shit. Just never see that's real friendship.
When it comes to abductions, I think it's primarily bullshit.
Oh shit! Really? I'm actually surprised by that.
I just don't, because I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything substantial.
You're the one who told me to watch the Travis Walton shit. You're like, yo, watch this. I saw the documentary. It looks legit. Like, come on.
No, okay. No, I apologize. There are some, like that, yeah, like the paranormal witness that has to do with the fire in the sky. I thought that was very well done. But just in general, a lot of these people that get abducted are just ignorant, stupid people that get freaking like straws stuck up their ass.
The aliens are so cheap they go to Costco and get straws.
And it just you never hear. I'm just saying that you never hear about like a PhD Harvard graduate of like meteorology coming back and being like, it's true.
Wait, are you saying because they pick stupid people?
Oh yeah, they always take stupid people. I don't. If they're gonna take someone, they might as well just take them forever.
Can I ask you a question though? Here's my only argument to that, because I've always thought to myself, like, do I believe in that? No, I don't think so. I don't think, why would they take us? What do they need to know? But here's the thing. Mm-hmm. I have led a life that I've done stupid things. Stupid things happen to stupid people. What if they abduct these people because they're fucking stupid and they put themselves in bad positions? So the aliens are like, fuck this piece of shit, no one's going to miss him. I'm not arguing saying, like, I think that abductions are real, but, like, maybe that's why they go, the aliens are like,
No one's gonna miss him.
Because why? Someone's going to miss a Harvard grad. They're not going to miss fucking Jim Bob down the road. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I'm starting? You know what I'm?
Don't you think that they think we're all stupid though? Like,
no, but they don't. No, because they no. Here's my thing. Here's a quick thing about abductions that I do think would happen. They don't think we're stupid because I think if you're an intelligent life form, a very advanced intelligent life form, you understand that everyone's life is special for a reason. So they want to learn everything
That's
they
not
can.
true.
no, I think if these are people that have mastered interstellar travel to the point where
What's
they can
interstellar?
the stars, stellarness,
It's the Stellars.
the stellars, right?
Ladies
The
and gentlemen, welcome
stars.
welcome
I can
to Jimmy
fly
Fallon
through the
tonight
stars
with the Stellars.
If they can fly from their planet to ours in a saucer, or
Why, we fly
flying,
to fucking Mars, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Is that interstellar?
yeah,
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. How do you know how far they're actually
because we take a shuttle, right? That
Are you
it's not the
comparing
same.
traveling to Boston to fucking Pluto? Is that what you're saying right now?
I don't know what your argument is right now, but my point is, if you've mastered fucking intergalactic travel,
There we go.
oh yeah, I said the right word this time. If you've mastered intergalactic travel and you are in a fucking spaceship, right? And you come to Earth and you're like looking at us. Every fucking person on this planet is stupid.
You know what I think
That's
it is?
my point.
This is, the more I'm thinking about this is I look at it like, you know how people go out into the wilderness and they find ducks or fish or whatever, and then they tag it and they put a little sensor that allows you to see what their vitals are and where they go and what they do and their habits, and they release them back into the wild. If anything, I kind of agree with that. I would assume that if abductions were real, they pick people at random, which would explain why there's so many stupid people, because there's way more stupid people in the world than there are intelligent people. And they just pick these dumb people from out of random, and they bring them up into space, and they clip something to their ear, and they just like dump them off on some roof of a fucking shed.
And IHOP.
Yeah, just wherever.
So go back to
Yeah, but it's always like that guy, that gets abducted. That's from like the South. He's like, well, I went out drinking one night, and all of a sudden, like, I blacked out, and then, oh shit, I woke up with a probe in my ass, and now I'm back outside my shed. He was an alien. Like, I feel like that's kind of like the stereotypical abduction. Did you ever see the movie? What was it? Dark Skies, where the fucking dude, it's like what's his name? The dude who does the. He won an Oscar. Dum 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 dum. That fucking guy. He was in the movie as the dude that they went to talk about that they had been abducted, and he was talking about how there's different people have had things implanted in them and they don't know, and that's how they found like metal that doesn't exist on the fucking periodic table. Like, those are documented cases.
You talking about J.K. Simmons?
Yeah, thank you. But those,
love J.K.
Simmons played a character that, in a sense, was a fictional character. But there are guys out there and scientists that are real. People have been abducted, and then they have gone to various different places or doctors. And if you guys want to see more about, more the realistic sense of this, even though this film was not true, you can watch The Fourth Kind. And The Fourth Kind was with, God damn it, what's her name? The girl from fucking Resident Evil. What's her name? Anybody know her name?
Mila Jovovich.
Thank you, Mila Jovovich. She was in that. And that movie at first I thought was real, and then to me being a retarded person, found out that it was actually fake. But, they said that, the things in those movies, a lot of people that are abducted don't realize they've been abducted until they go into hypnosis. And in hypnosis, they're able to remember things that they possibly couldn't see in their conscious mind, and they talk about their abduction experience, and then come to find out they've gone to get like CAT scans and MRIs, and they found pieces of metal in them that they have removed, and then they found out they don't know what kind of metal that is. It doesn't exist on the fucking periodic table, so it's not from this Earth.
So XFiles.
No, that isn't XFiles.
No, but
that is true. But yes, it's been in XFiles.
That's Scully's story arc after
Yes.
the XFiles gets reinstated.
Exactly.
So she's abducted. They put the trace in her. After he goes, I don't remember what episode it is, but Mulder has to go to another FBI agent. Like, I don't know. There's something happening at a travel agency where this ex-FBI agent says he was abducted, and he says, "Oh, they put it in my." My navel cavities and all this shit and blah blah blah, and they find out later on, oh, it's true. Next season, or like 10 episodes from now, Scully gets abducted, and they find it in the back of her neck.
Yeah,
and they're tracing her that way. She's actually the one that figures it out. She goes to that store and scans it. It goes, freaks out.
It's kind of like in the movie
put
Predator 2, where
fucking bring a Predator.
No, I'm gonna, because I'm just saying, like, it kind of, that's something where a similar thing was brought up in film, and that's kind of my, connection, is Danny Glover goes back into the room where his friend had been murdered, and he pulls out this metal piece, and then this lady scans it, and she's like, oh, this is very light. She's like, and it doesn't exist, it doesn't correspond to anything on the periodic table. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's fucking crazy. And then You got people that are coming into literally like real life saying that they found people in shit that doesn't